Hello, welcome back. Today I'd like to try to create some overhead rigging for some cameras and microphones. I have a test kitchen, well, I'm calling it a test kitchen. I have a kitchen in my basement that pretty much is for my use, and I can mount bars and I can mount equipment in it. And I thought what I would do is try to do some overhead rigging, so where I can put my cameras up above, so a shot that would be looking down, and then possibly be able to hang some lights and some other stuff, microphones off of it, so I don't have to have a lapel mic. I can just have a boom mic, which is what I was trying to go for. So I've done a few videos, food videos on YouTube, and they've gone fairly well. I've done them in the kitchen upstairs, but I wanted to have more of a dedicated space. So today I basically went to Lowe's and I found that they have some galvanized 3/4 inch pipe that has all kinds of fittings, and it lends themselves really to kind of an erector set kind of setup. So what I did was I bought a 10-foot piece of pipe, and I bought a bunch of different fittings. And what I'm going to try to do is to hang a pipe horizontally from the ceiling and then attach everything to you. So today's video is on the ground here, I've got laid out what I bought so I can quickly explain it to you. And then what I'll do is I'll do a little time lapse. I'll actually install it in my kitchen. And then what I'll do is I'll just have a rundown. I'll hang some equipment on it, just some random stuff quickly. And I'll go ahead and do that. And you can see how it works and how it turned out. And then maybe if this helps you, that would be awesome. I did look for some similar stuff on YouTube, and I didn't quite find what I was looking for. So I figured, what the heck? And after I bought it all, I was like, well, why don't I just make a video? So that's what I've done. So, all right, let's go ahead. I'll explain what I bought. I spent about $70, by the way, so if you wanted to know that. So let me show you what I got, and then we'll get started. Okay, so here's what I got, and here's what I'm going to attempt to do. So I bought a 10-foot piece of pipe, as you can see there. All right. And this is a 3/4 inch piece of steel that's been galvanized. I'm assuming this is being used for a lot of people making lamps and some kind of steampunk kind of items. Not quite sure, but it will work perfectly for what I want. So what I'm trying to do is to hang this from the ceiling. So what these things here will do is these little flange mounts. They will allow me to attach it to the ceiling. So I bought 1/4 inch, 1.5 inch lag bolts, and I plan on finding a stud in the ceiling and mounting those to it. So let me show you those up quick. The cool thing about this whole set is there's no threading, so you don't have to pipe thread it. You can see the Allen screw there, and basically what it's going to do is you're going to screw the Allen screw, and it'll make a nice tight strong fit. So that will be coming out of my ceiling. Where the pencil is, just imagine a pipe going down from the ceiling right there. So what I plan on doing is taking this to the garage and obviously cutting it up. I'll need about an 8-inch drop from my ceiling to hang the bar, so I need to cut 2 8-inch pieces for that. So they have a lot of different accessories to hook everything up to. So sky's the limit, really, but I bought a few of them just to try to see what I could do and play around with it a little bit. The nice thing is, because it's just hex screws that are screwing into it to tighten everything up, pretty modular. You'll be able to take this pipe back out and add stuff as you want to go. So I'll just show you a few things that I bought that I think will be very helpful. They do have the end cap, and that's really nice, so we can make a really nice professional piece. And then if you have something hanging down and you were to possibly hit it with your hand or your head, hopefully it won't cut you. It'll just give you a good knot. So let me show you that real quick. You just simply pound that into the end of the pipe. The next thing, now this is the piece that's going to connect the down pipe, and this is really nice. Basically it's a 90. The pipe will go into that top piece here, so it'll go into this piece right here, and then obviously you just you just slip the pipe through this fitting, and then like I said, just tighten up the hex bolts, and everything will be really tight. So that got me from the ceiling to a horizontal bar, and that's the piece that I was wondering how it would do. The others are kind of accessories that I thought might be cool. So this one here is just simply a flat with a hole. So I thought, you know, you may be able to mount a camera plate to it. You may be able to mount just about anything. So I just thought I'd buy one of those to see how I might use that. The next piece is just simply a T. And what I thought with this one is you just put a pipe in the bottom of that and hang it. And then of course this swivels and you could put it in any position that you wanted. Cool thing about this is you could put another pipe whatever length you might need. So let's say you want to do to get a camera down close to your table. You can just have a few different lengths of pipes and just simply put the pipe in and then tighten it down. So you could have pipes going down wherever you want, or a side rig, or you want your camera off axis a little bit from the center of your table or whatever you're doing. So I thought that might be cool to play with. The next fitting is this little hook. I don't know, maybe I want to hang some stuff off of it. Not quite sure, but I got a couple of those just to see future if I might use that or not. The last thing I got here is this, and I thought, well, let's get something that can articulate. Again, you'd put a pipe in that and hang a pipe down. But the nice thing about this is obviously you can rotate this anywhere you want, and this also moves like that. So again, the thought is that is simply going to be another way to mount something and to extend a pipe down. So we will see. Not quite sure how this is all going to go. Like I said, I'm going to try to video it and let you see how I put it together. But I think it'll be sturdy as hell. You'll be able to hang anything off of it pretty much. So let me show you where I'm going to install it, and then I'll get to work cutting it, and I'll start to find some studs and hang it. So this is going to be my test kitchen. So this is a kitchen in my basement, which is really convenient, and I'm going to try to use this for some YouTube videos, for the cooking kind of stuff I do, but probably it can also be used for any product photography if you want to do anything on the tabletop. It'll work rather nice for that too. So I realize it's a mess. I've got some work to do, but what I plan on doing is, you can see I was testing last night with just a C stand and then hanging a microphone off, and then you can see the tripod there. I guess the deer's in the way, but you can see the tripod there, and that's where I had my Z6 II hanging off of, and I think it's going to work. So what I wanted to do, let me see if I can get farther back here, is that opening there, that's where I plan on mounting it, right there. And hopefully I'll get it right in the center of the countertop. Hopefully there's studs that are about 6 feet apart or somewhere around there. And again, I got a random length of pipe so I can cut it any way I want. So I'm going to hang that pipe there. Okay, so that's the setup. So we're going to get outside. I'm going to cut that pipe and then get the stud finder and figure out where this thing is going to go up above here. So, okay, here we go to the fun stuff.
Remember when the silence grew so big it pushed a hole straight through the sky? The ground beneath us caved in every time. So God, hear you cry.
Okay, here it is. Finished hanging a few things. So let's see how this looks. I just use little bungee ties to hide the cords. So I'm actually running the H1N into the camera right now. But so just playing around with it, I just cut a 8-inch pipe and use some of the standard mounts that I have for like the little action cam. So that's hanging there. Of course, you can move that any way you want. That little flat piece that we talked about in the beginning, a little 1/4-inch screw, quarter-inch bolt, and it threads into just about everything photography, tripod mount kind of related. Just make sure you have the spacer right, that you don't run the bolt into the piece of equipment. So either put washers on it or a nut, or cut the bolt off so it's exactly the right dimension. So this was kind of cool. I'm sure you can come up with a lot better mounting system than what I have here. I had that Manfrotto super clamp, which is brilliant to put in your camera backpack because it clamps to anything. And just threw some adapters, a little swivel tripod head on a little ball head, and mounted that to the Z50. So, I mean, that would be pretty cool, pointing down at the counter. And then it's another option for a mic there, a little bit of a boom mic kind of, just hanging right above you. And then still got these hooks. We'll figure out what I'm going to do with them. And then, so really cool. I'm 100% just thrilled with where we got with this. So should be cool. Now I need to clean all this mess up and organize it all, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this. I really do. I was looking for a system like this for a while now. Hopefully this helps somebody. If it does, please let me know. If you like the video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts and what else you might do with this kind of contraption, or what else you've thought of. All right, have a good one. See you, bye. Thanks for watching the video. Just a final thought. I know a lot of people can't mount something to the ceiling like that. I'm obviously in a fortunate position that I have a kitchen downstairs and I can pretty much make that my space. But a thought, you can use background stands obviously with a long pole like I have in the back here, and you can hang stuff off that if you can fit those light stands in your space the way you need them. Those accessories that I bought, that particular light stand, that support bar, is about 3/4 of an inch, and there's enough leeway on that hex bolt that it will clamp onto that. You just have to be careful because that's a pretty thin bar. So another option is you can use some of those clamps and down riggers like I showed on a background stand like that to be able to do some tabletop photography, or to have more flexibility in the types of things you can do. The only caution is that's pretty thin aluminum, and if you tighten it down too much, you could start to bend it. So it's just not as heavy duty, but it's just another option if you think that would be helpful. But again, or you could actually take and mount the bar like I have on top of those. You just have to drill holes in it to mount it on the studs and the top of the light stands. So there's other options. All right, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching.